Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Won by the Milwaukee Bucks.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions.
Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
To Kevin Huerter from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Kemba Walker. No good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Nikola Mirotic trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Milwaukee with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. The follow won't go either.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Here comes the screen. For 3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Charlotte basketball. To Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2-4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Kevin Huerter. And scores.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Walker. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Bledsoe. 4-3. And Eric Bledsoe, tough make there. You can't fault the defender. It's a 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nice pass to set things up.
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived ability is prohibited, you gotta be you.
To Kevin Huerter. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Add 2 points to the board.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Jeremy Lamb able to recover with the block. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Bucks in command of this one. Head coach Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Giannis with it up top. His guys leading by 14 to George Hill. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. That ball's out.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, John.
Stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 22, Chris Middleton. Entering the game
Parker.
for the Charlotte Hornets, number 10.
Oh, they called a foul, Jay. That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Parker.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. To Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc for 3. The danger of the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hand in his face. Still knocks it down for 3.
The transition three-point shot is one of the most difficult shots to actually defend. It's natural for the defense to automatically run back and protect the paint. But these days, people say, why settle for a 3? Why not? Especially when you can shoot the ball at that kind of clip.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Tony Parker has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Oh, the spin to set up the dunk.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Smith now into the front court. His guys down big. To Parker. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Make it tough on him.
Parker
Tough on him.
picked up by the Bucks.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
He'll take that any day.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Good shot.
Parker into the front court. Down a bundle.
Boy, you gotta work right the screen. You killing me.
Oh, emphatic slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Charlotte with the basketball to Nick Batum. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Antetokounmpo to Hill. Cody Zeller with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Batum to Parker. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. To Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Now a steal by Milwaukee. It's a big finish.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. Nothing going here on that drive. Pau Gasol. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hornets right now in possession. Take stock of the floor. Walker. Down low to Williams. Off the mark. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Bucks entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Forget cold. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Substitutions. Milwaukee.
Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Tony Parker. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
From the painted area, won't go down. Can't connect. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Cleared by Middleton.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Parker. Gets his shot up off the mark. To Middleton. Cashes in for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here comes the screen. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Middleton. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming.
5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Short jumper stays out. Shot from the lane won't go. And counted at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here. because that was not an easy look.
Parker with it. He'll run the offense.
I'm in. Double. All right here.
Shot from in close, no good. The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To George Hill. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Parker. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Hornets have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Tony Parker matched up with Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol! Huge block!
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
The follow won't go either. Gets it in the right corner. Hill to Middleton. Down low Gasol. Pau Gasol, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here we go. I got ball.
Cody Zeller guarded by Pau. Parker.
You got him. Here we go.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Hill into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Hill across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Shoot it. Double team.
From long range. Off the iron. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Pass stolen by the Hornets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Whoa! What a finish!
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Parker into the front court. His guys down big. George Hill. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Batum.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Curling inside. Walker. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And strokes it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Middleton. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And a nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Into the game for the Chicago Bulls, number 6.
To Nick Batum.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Got him, got him.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Batum lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. To Middleton.
Hey, good contest.
The jumper's off the mark. Hornets at the controls of this one. Here comes the screen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Middleton. To the outside. For 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
They'll let one fly from half court. The Bucks claim victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks were merciless in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
world, it's Jesse the Laser, and the Ones team has been going off in the NBA. Let's go see what's happening. The one.